Hey guys, Hecons here with another World of Warcraft video. With Shadowlands coming to an end in a few days, I wanted to make this video to recap my gold making this expansion, as well as go over my plans in Dragonflight. We made an absolute killing this expansion, managing to rack up over 1.3 billion gold in sales, as well as locking in 443 million gold in profit. We started the expansion with around 400 mil, so we managed to more than double our liquid gold in one expansion. I still did not manage to hit my ultimate goal of 1 billion gold liquid. However, we will definitely get there in Dragonflight. I have spent close to 70 mil on the black market auction house, as well as over 160 million gold on WoW tokens this expansion. I've used the tokens for purchases in WoW, thousands of packs of Hearthstone, basically any skin or cosmetic that I want in Overwatch, and thousands of dollars worth of balance I likely wasted on Diablo Immortal this past year, and Call of Duty purchases last year. Anyways, let's talk about how I managed to make so much gold in Shadowlands, and how I plan to make even more in Dragonflight. Let's go over some of what I did at launch. In the first week, I managed to generate 26 million gold in sales, with over 10 million gold profit, focusing on only a few key markets. The biggest gold maker for me were Dark Moon decks and cards. This market has treated me really well the past couple of expansions. It's made me multiple gold caps in profit in Shadowlands, and it also paid for my longbow in 5 days back in BFA. Of course, I'll likely dabble in Inscription again in Dragonflight, and I expect to make a lot of gold with the profession. I also sold quite a few enchants in the first few weeks. Missives were really good too because not everyone wanted to spend time milling and crafting inks on the scribe. This was also before the cross-region auction house, so each realm had to rely on their own supply and demand. Now that we have a cross-region auction house and missives will be back in Dragonflight, it'll be interesting to see how profitable they end up being. If you want a more in-depth look at what worked for me at launch, I covered my gold making in the first week, as well as the first month in a couple of videos on this channel. Next, we're going to talk about the best gold maker in Shadowlands. You all probably guessed what that is. Legendary bases. Legendaries were so good that it was the bulk of my gold making in Shadowlands. I focused originally on my main realm here, and throughout the expansion I invested some of the proceeds to expand so I could do it on multiple realms. In 9.2 and 9.2.5, I was set up to make and sell legendaries on 7 different realms on NA. It was a lot of work questing and rope grinding at the beginning of the Korthia and Zereth Mortis patches for the recipes, but with the gold that I made definitely made it worthwhile. Most of the revenue, cost, and profit shown here is from the sale of legendaries on my bankers. I will likely follow a similar formula of making gold from crafting in Dragonflight, as I already have the infrastructure from Shadowlands and the legendary markets on many servers. It should be another profitable expansion for crafters, and I will take full advantage of that as I dislike farming. Another source of gold from crafting worth mentioning are the different iterations of the crafters marks we've had this expansion. I didn't really enjoy them all, so I missed out on the first crafters marks, but I did do Korthia and Zereth Mortis as I needed those anyways for the legendary market. These have been good the entire expansion, and I am still getting sales on these. The last crafting related gold making I want to talk about today is the Mage Tower. The gear and consumable for these were insanely profitable the first week the Mage Tower came back in early December of last year. Thankfully, I had the recipes from the daily research on most of my crafters, so I made a killing off of the mob crafted gear. I was also sitting on a surplus of Xenanthid on 2 of my realms, which was used for the flasks and potions that people were using for the challenges. The old world gem and enchant markets were hot as well, since people would buy everything to ensure the success of their runs. The Mage Tower is down at the moment. It will make its return sometime during Dragonflight, so this could be another great market for gold making. Lastly, I want to talk about flipping. I am still set up on a lot of realms on NA to flip transmog, recipes, and random items. Last count between my 2 main accounts that I use for flipping, I operated on 48 different realms, and I plan to keep this up in Dragonflight. Of course, it was on the back burner for much of Shadowlands, but it did still make me tens of millions of gold in profit, with minimal effort and time investment. It's also much easier now to get set up, with the cross-region auction house, and the ability to easily move gold between realms. I may even look to expand to more realms in Dragonflight. That's going to be it for today's video. I could spend hours talking about how amazing gold making has been this expansion, but it's more important to look forward and get ready for Dragonflight gold making. My plan is to go hard for the first couple of weeks and no life gold making, so we can make as much gold as possible. I think the goal last expansion was to do 10 million gold a week for the first month, which I failed, so it may be fun to try for that again. Either way, I'll be doing a lot of my gold making on stream over on Twitch, and I'll try to make videos of any really important stuff pertaining to gold making here for YouTube. As always, thank you all for watching, and I would like to thank my supporters over on Patreon. Thank you to Nish, Lachlan, Augusto, and Mauro for your contribution to my channel. Hope you guys have a great time with the Dragonflight launch. I'll be streaming over on Twitch, so feel free to stop in if you need somewhere to earn your Feldrake mount. If not, I'll see you all in the next video. Late.